The smartest person in your office is probably making the worst decisions. The straight-A student from high school, they're likely stuck in a dead-end job. And that friend who always sounds intellectual, they're probably broke. Here's the brutal truth. Intelligence is a trap. And if you consider yourself smart, you're about to discover why that might be the very thing holding you back. Stay until the end because I'm going to show you the one thing that separates truly successful people from the smart people who never achieve anything. Meet Sarah, Harvard MBA, IQ of 140, can solve complex problems that would make your head spin. She's been called brilliant her entire life. So why is she stuck in middle management while her average coworker just got promoted to CEO? The answer will completely change how you think about intelligence, success, and why being smart might be the worst thing that ever happened to you. But first, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that the smartest people you know seem to struggle the most with simple decisions? They can explain quantum physics but can't choose what to have for lunch. They spent hours researching the perfect solution while someone else already solved the problem and moved on. They know everything about everything, but somehow they're not winning at life. This isn't a coincidence. This is the intelligence trap, and it's more dangerous than you think. Here's what schools never tell you. Intelligence and wisdom are completely different things. Intelligence is knowing that tomatoes are fruits. Wisdom is not putting them in a fruit salad. Smart people get trapped because they believe their intelligence should solve everything. But here's the shocking truth. Being too smart makes you overthink everything. Being too smart makes you perfectionist. Being too smart makes you afraid to be wrong. And these three things are the kiss of death for success. But it gets worse. Stanford researchers studied 10,000 people over 20 years. They found that people with average IQs outperformed those with high IQs 70% of the time. Why? Because smart people suffer from what psychologists call analysis paralysis. They see too many possibilities. They consider too many variables. They know too much about what could go wrong. Meanwhile, the average person sees a problem and thinks, let me try this. If it doesn't work, they try something else. The smart person is still analyzing why the first solution might not be perfect. But here's the part that will shock you. The intelligence trap has 3 levels. Level 1, the knowledge curse. Smart people think they need to know everything before they act. But successful people, they act first, then learn from the results. Level 2, the perfectionism prison. Smart people won't start until they have the perfect plan. But successful people know that a good plan executed today beats a perfect plan executed never. Level 3, the ego shield. This is the deadliest level. Smart people are terrified of looking stupid, so they avoid taking risks. But all success requires risk. Your intelligence becomes your enemy because it gives you too many reasons not to act. Here's what really happens. Society rewards you for being smart in school. Gold stars for knowing the right answers. Praise for following instructions perfectly. But the real world doesn't care about your grades. It cares about your results. The real world rewards action, not analysis. The real world rewards solutions, not theories. The real world rewards courage, not caution. And that's why the C student becomes the CEO, while the valedictorian becomes their employee. The system trained you to be smart, but it never taught you to be successful. So, how do you escape the intelligence trap? Stop waiting for perfect information. When you're 80% sure, act. The remaining 20%, you'll learn by doing. Ask obvious questions. What if we just tried the simple solution first? Smart people avoid obvious solutions because they seem too obvious. Give yourself permission to be wrong 50% of the time. Smart people aim for 100% accuracy and end up paralyzed. Successful people aim for 50% accuracy and course correct. But here's the secret weapon. The most successful people I know aren't the smartest. They're the ones who turned their intelligence into a tool, not an identity. They use their smarts to analyze after they act, not before. They use their knowledge to optimize, not to procrastinate. They use their intelligence to learn faster from failures, not to avoid failures altogether. Imagine if you could keep all your intelligence, but lose all the overthinking. Keep all your knowledge, but lose all the paralysis. That's what happens when you escape the intelligence trap. Here's your challenge. For the next 48 hours, whenever you catch yourself overthinking a decision, ask this question. What would someone with average intelligence do right now? Then do that. I guarantee you'll get more done in 48 hours than you have in the past month. And if you want to learn the 3 questions that turn intelligence from a trap into a superpower, smash that like button and subscribe. Because next week, I'm revealing why the dumbest question you can ask is actually the smartest thing you can do. Your intelligence got you here, but it won't get you there. Time to break free.